In May 2025, the quiet rural community of Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia, was shattered by the disappearance of two young siblings, 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother Jack. The day had started like any other. The children were playing outside their family's small farmhouse, surrounded by open fields and patches of thick forest. The sun was warm, and the air carried the soft scent of spring. Sometime in the early afternoon, their mother stepped inside briefly to answer a phone call. When she returned just minutes later, the yard was empty. She called their names, expecting to hear giggles or footsteps from behind the barn, but there was only silence. Panic set in quickly. She searched the property and nearby trails before calling the police. Within hours, a search effort began. Neighbors, volunteers, and officers formed lines to comb the tall grass and wooded areas. Search and rescue teams with dogs worked methodically, and helicopters scanned from above. The children's scent was picked up, but led to a dirt road about half a kilometer from the house, where it abruptly ended. Investigators believed this could indicate that the children had been picked up by a vehicle, though no one had seen one clearly. The disappearance spread quickly through news outlets and social media. The provincial government announced a $150,000 reward for any information that could lead to finding the children. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police conducted more than 50 interviews and administered polygraph tests to several individuals. Despite the intensity of the investigation, there were no breakthroughs. Strange accounts began to emerge. Several residents reported seeing an unfamiliar dark-colored SUV in the area in the days leading up to the disappearance. One neighbor claimed they had spotted a man walking near the Sullivan property shortly before the children went missing, but his identity was never confirmed. Others feared that the siblings might have been taken far from the area within hours, making the search even more urgent and complicated. Weeks turned into months with no sign of Lilly or Jack. Their photographs appeared on posters across Nova Scotia, in grocery store windows, on telephone poles, and on thousands of social media posts shared around the world. Community vigils were held, where candles were lit, prayers were said, and their names echoed in the night air. Despite the passage of time, the case has remained active. Police have not disclosed all of their findings, fueling speculation and theories. Some believe it was a crime of opportunity. Others suspect someone who had been watching the family for weeks. The lack of evidence has only deepened the mystery. The disappearance of Lilly and Jack Sullivan continues to haunt the province. For their family, every day without answers is a day of unrelenting pain, but also a day to keep hope alive. They refuse to give up the belief that somewhere, somehow, their children are still out there, waiting to come home. The fields where they last played remain unchanged, but in the hearts of the people of Lansdowne Station, life will never be the same again.